Oh, so grateful.
When I wake up in the morning,
So grateful.
I feel so alive.
So alive.
Who else is feeling alive
When
here?
I wake up in the morning,
When I wake up, oh my
I feel the spirit.
Something's going on. You gotta
Yes,
talk
something is real.
Something's merging.
I'm here to
It's playing on a page somewhere.
wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up,
There we go. Hello, everyone. Coming to you live from Central Florida.
I'm free to be me.
She
Free to
is
be me.
free to be you. It's one of your favorite lines in our songs. You want to have every song that we write.
Every single song.
Free to be me.
Free to be me. Right? Isn't that what this is all about? Right? Free to be you.
Actually, that kind of ties into our theme today. Welcome, everyone, to Sunday Inspiration Live. I'm Bob Baker, and this is...
Pooki Lee.
Oh, where did I have our names somewhere here? Oh.
And then this is County. And he's here.
He's not as visible as he is in our normal home
doing
studio.
He's doing County guard dog now. Something, I don't know. He hears something he hears something outside. Or maybe it's the neighbors walking.
Our theme today is, oh boy, the secret to happiness and inner healing. The secret to it. Well, I'm not going to tell you what that is until we get there, but it won't be a secret for long. And it ties into our 21 days of radical self-love that we're kind of right in the middle of.
Yes. You can still join us. You can still get in on the last 10.
And we're going to be playing 2 original songs. We got a little dance party at the end.
Ooh, get your body moving and grooving.
Got a fun Bob's Comedy Corner coming up here. We're going to be sharing some photos of our first, however many, 11 days or whatever it is for the 21 days of radical self-love and some of our activities here in Central Florida.
What we're doing here.
But the secret. So stick around because you definitely want to. Yes, this is going to be a really good topic.
We're having some fun for sure.
Indeed. And so welcome everybody. There's a lot of familiar faces in the chat. We'll be checking in officially in this little while.
Hi, everybody in the chat.
But we got Lisa Shepard, our magical, marvelous moderator and head honcho of helpfulness. The alliterations are flying.
I know.
Keep an eye in particular
so
on the things that she's posting on both YouTube and on Facebook. We should be streaming live as we have been lately on Pooki's
hi, my Facebook family.
Facebook channel there.
So happy to be here with all of you.
If you haven't done so already, please let us know where you're watching from and if it's your first time catching a Sunday live stream, because we have been doing this for nearly 2.5 years. This is season 3, episode 21. Oh my gosh. It
seems like we just started doing this only yesterday.
Well, we got Lisa in here, we got Deanne and Haley, Crystal, Mary Rose is here, Joe Tracy's joining us from Ireland. That is so cool to see you. Adele from the UK as well.
Hello.
Lawanda and Anna. We got Gaurav. Watching from India. Awesome.
Well, hello, welcome.
Utopia Blair is in the house. Samantha Binns. Oh my gosh. That is so cool.
So many people who are famous to us.
And to you. And to each other. Debbie's here.
We're a growing community of loving, passionate, playful people.
And quirky people, too. We love. Too. If you're weird, you fit right in here. In your own quirky way.
Right.
All right, Pooki, let's get us centered. We always like to get a little... Dumar is watching from the Philippines. That's really cool.
Welcome, Dumar.
Leanne from Topeka. We're going to highlight some of these in an official manner. We can pull out your comments up on the screen in just a little bit. But for right now, let's get centered. I'm going to grab the guitar.
Do it.
And I should have brought it closer to me.
You got it, babe. All right. This is that moment where we come into the awareness of everyone gathered together in this sacred circle. Right? This is the moment where we recognize and acknowledge our oneness, our connection one to another. and how our hearts have the ability to reach out in these distant places across these magnificent spaces, and we can touch one another in this field. And so we're going to do that right now through the breath and through the beating of the heart. The heart given to us by our ancestors. First thing that was created within our own bodies was our heart. And that heart has been beating the vibration and the energy of love into the world. And when we bring our awareness to our heart beating love into the world, it beats even more love into the world. Something about it just changes it. And then when we invite others to share their heartbeats with us at the same time in the same field, then it's even amplified even more. Wow. We're so powerful. Our hearts are so powerful. They have the ability to transform the entire planet. From right inside of here, this little place right here. Right, and we all have one. So let us bring our awareness to our heart right now, our beautiful beating heart that beats the energy of love into the world right now, right now, right now, right now. And we join together with our global family, with our beautiful Ohana. We join together with this beating heart, and our heart fields intermingle, and we hug the earth. We hug this beautiful planet, this beautiful Mother Earth. We hug her with our heartbeat. As all of our hearts are beating together, the vibration and the energy of love and compassion and healing. Healing, healing, healing. Just take a deep breath right here. Feel into your heart. On that exhale, just feel your heart. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Now just come into that space with your heart right here and just love yourself. Just feel that beating heart and feel it sending all that energy of love right to you, right where you are. Woo, 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 woo. All the cells of your body, feeling all that love coming from within you. Yeah. Then we just get to know that we are loved, and we are healed, and we are whole. And we're connected to each other in this infinite field of beauty and wonder and magnificence. Whoa! And we get to dance together in this holy now moment, in this now.
That was a beautiful thing. Well, we're kind of in that meditative mode. Let's just set an intention that everyone came here for a reason. You're not here by accident. You just didn't stumble upon this. It was intentional. Most of you are, many of you, yeah, they're here in the chat that we're seeing right here. And many others, we are running into people actually on this trip who say, I watch your Sunday lives all the time. I just never chat for whatever reason. They could be driving. Maybe they can't figure out how to do it on their device, whatever. Or they just want to lurk. They just want to, in a good, healthy way, they want to just observe and just soak up the energy.
I like observe better.
Yeah. Lurk. Lurking in the shadows. Yeah, they're just observing. Yeah, they're just checking it out. They just want to be in this energy field here, this of positivity. And so you're not here by accident. Everyone here listening, whether it's for 5 minutes or the full 90 minutes, however long we go, whether you're watching in real time or the replay later, there's something in this broadcast that's going to touch you, that's going to inspire you. It's going to have an aha moment. You're going to have an insight. Like, oh my gosh, that's the reason I came here. I needed to hear that thing. It could be in a song, one of the songs that we play. It could be in our main talk. It could be during Bob's Comedy Corner. Who knows? But something here is going to touch you. It could be in an interaction. There's a whole other conversation sometimes going on in the chat that we're not even because we're doing our thing here, we're not even aware of. It's something here, maybe multiple things. Let's set an intention that 10 different times during this broadcast, you will have an aha moment or an insight that's going to make you, uplift you, raise your energy, and yeah. Deanne said, that was beautiful, Bob. I love the way you looked at Pooki while she was speaking. Oh, it was so, with love in my eyes. Thank you so. Because quite often it's like, what is she doing? No. Look, thank you for pointing that out.
Sometimes I don't even know.
What in the heck?
It's just feeling that inner guidance. Mm-hmm. Following that. I'm following that.
And so there's this broadcast is actually a good example of what's actually, we have a friend of ours who used to refer to it as focus and flow, or form and flow. And so I come up with the outline, and we work together. I get Pooki's input on the songs, and we kind of rotate the songs. If we did it just a couple weeks ago, we tend to. Yeah.
Sometimes we do it anyway.
Sometimes, yeah, if it just seems like it's right. But we kind of work together to create the outline, but the specifics, what actually comes out of our mouths, during the main talk, it's very free form and spontaneous, and Pooki in particular works that way. And
I'm
that
just
works
here.
best for you. So here is
I'm
a
just
song.
here being who I am.
We're going to do an original. All the songs we do on Sunday Inspiration Lives are originals. And this one is definitely an affirmation. I can't remember. It was either Abraham Hicks or Louise Hay, or both of them or something. But that took and the main chorus is an affirmation put to song. I wanted to make this funky. I was kind of hearing in my head a band like Morris Day and the Time, like Jungle Love, that kind of thing. It's not going to sound quite that way with an acoustic guitar, but hopefully you'll pick up on that vibe.
Get the Jungle Love going.
Ready? Here we go.
Can you see it?
Oreo. Oreo. No matter what happens in my life, I know I'm living the dream. Like when I'm driving in my car and all the lights are green. Here we go. Everything is always working out for me. Sing it again. Everything is always working out for me. Sometimes my blessings get covered up and they're hard to find. But even when the sky is gray, I know the sun still shines. Here we go. Everything is always working out for me. Say it again. Everything is always working out for me. In the dark of night,
In the light of day.
when I lose myself,
Or when I find my way.
in the dark of night,
In the light of day.
when I lose myself,
When I find my way.
in the dark of night,
In the light of day.
when I lose myself,
When I find my way.
in the dark of night,
In the light of day.
when I lose myself.
When I find my way, I know everything's alright. Everything's alright.
When I open up my heart,
Oh yeah.
abundance flows to me. When I accept all life's ups and downs,
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's how it's supposed
That's
to
how it's supposed to
be.
be.
Here we go.
Everything is always working out for me.
Say it again.
Everything is always working out for me.
Keep that going.
Everything is always working out for me.
Sing it again.
Everything is always working out for me.
I said it's
Working out for me.
That's right. It's
Working out for me.
It's always
Working out for me.
doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, that's the that's the cosmic joke.
The cosmic joke. Joke's on you. But you know, whenever you've had this happen to you, you look back
For
on something that
sure.
was negative at the time. You got fired and relationship ended.
Right.
Something you went through some kind of struggle, and looking back, you go, man, that was actually a blessing in disguise. That was the best thing that ever happened to me. So why not feel that way, or do the best you can to feel that way in the moment? When I didn't ask for this weird thing to happen, but hey, it's all going to work out for me.
Yeah,
With that attitude.
it is. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work
You
out.
can persevere.
Yeah, you can make it. You're going to make it through this, right? It's all going to work out.
Let's check.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at some viewer comments. I'm going to start with some
Okay,
of
let's
the.
do it.
Oh.
Like my coffee mug.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
stay wild, Moonchild. Well, speaking of people we've met in Florida, Mercy, right there. All things happen for our higher good.
Hi, Mercy.
Well, I just had an idea for something that we could do to invite people who live in the area to come and join us in the town square.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, maybe that dance band night on that Sunday. We'll get back
We'll
to you.
talk about it later.
You might be hearing from us on that. Mercy, I had my own aha moment earlier. Let's see here. So I'm having to scroll through here just to find some. The answer. I ended that dance time with the Elvis arm circle thingy. Okay. Oh, there you go. Like the Elvis. Yeah. I would stand up and do it, but I might hurt myself. Anna says, "Hi, Anna Torres. Yes, everything is always working out.
That's right.
For
Everything.
you.
Yes, everything.
Oh, we
know.
love this song. Or just love this song. Love this song.
I love this song.
Two
Yeah,
loves.
me too. It's true.
Tracy says, my feet took over my body.
That's a great visual.
It's a feet takeover.
That's great. I love that. My feet took over my body. Yeah.
Is this Michael, perhaps, or Mikkel? I think probably Michael, from Fort Worth, Texas. Welcome, Michael. Good to have you here.
Hello.
Joe says, Philly in the house.
Hey, we met some people from Philly yesterday. That was awesome.
We did.
Yeah. Pool time.
Here they have
Like
a ton.
big socializing time. It's crazy.
I got some photos coming up. One of me near at the pool, and you can if you're social and you're open to it. Yeah, you can meet a lot of people
You
at
can meet all kinds of people
the
here.
adult pools here.
Yeah.
Stacy said, I just listened this morning to Abraham Hicks. I guess I love it. Perfect timing. Awesome sauce.
Abraham's awesome.
Megan's in the house. How are you? We're doing great. Lori Citro is here. That from your Facebook page.
Hello, Lori.
Do you know who Lori is, or is she one of those observer followers of yours?
You know, I meet so many people everywhere that I go. I have no idea. So there's a lot of people that I've met in my travels. And then there are people that I have closer relationships with and stuff like that. So, Lori, I don't remember where I met Lori. But welcome, Lori.
Good to have you here. Look, check out, this is interesting. Carrie says, you guys look really good and healthy. Can you share with us your diet and everything? Not everything. I know you drink celery juice. What did you do this morning?
We did. We drank celery juice.
Yes.
Yes. And our diet is we're staying very close to a whole foods plant-based diet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So not eating any dairy. Yeah. And I've taken wheat out of my diet.
Yeah, I'm not so big on the. I mean, yeah, I'm not staying away from gluten necessarily myself, but
also too.
We get
bread is not a part of the whole foods diet anyway either.
But we get exposed to a little dairy when we eat out. You know, there's been some cheese and some things that we've eaten when we're dining out, but we don't buy any cheese or anything. I still eat some eggs, but anyway, yeah. So this is like a gradual thing that we've been doing, and eggs is not officially dairy; it's poultry.
That's so funny.
What was funny? I missed the joke on that one. The egg thing?
No.
Okay. Well, share it with me later, because
it's just just listening to us talk about our food,
yeah,
about food, because it's pretty much the thing that we talk about a lot. You know, like
Especially
as
while
we're
we're here.
planning our menu and
Yeah.
things like that.
We're gonna come back
to talk
actually-
about food again. It's kind of funny, but yeah. So
When we-
just really like doing plant-based, eating healthy, staying away from certain things. You know, like I think that when you are on, when you're looking at your food, and you're looking at how to benefit your body, like how to, it depends on what it is, what your goals are as to what it is that you should do. You know, like if you're wanting to lose weight, you do totally different things than if you're wanting to build muscle. If you're wanting to, or if you wanted to develop healthy life habits or whatever. So losing weight, you would create a protocol that would allow you to lose weight. But if you're somebody that's just looking to develop like healthy habits, that losing weight protocol might not work for you. So you have to first define what your goal is. Why are you wanting to change your diet? What are the benefits that you're looking for? Maybe you don't need to lose weight. Maybe you just need to make healthier choices in your food choices. You know, so first you have to figure out what is the objective as far as changing your diet. And then you look at meals or ways of eating that are in alignment with you that you can agree with. You know, and so like it's like you know your body temple, you know when your body doesn't like this, you know, you can tell like in your digestion or whatever, right? You know, and it's different for all of us. And so, you know, we just kind of checked out many different doctors and their diets and things like that, and we looked at things at how they presented, and we kind of like created like a it kind of has all of them in there, but it works for us. It works for what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish. So I'd say, yeah, do something that you can agree with, that doesn't feel like you're punishing yourself. Because if you feel like you're punishing yourself, you won't do it.
It all depends on where your current diet and lifestyle is, too. If you're a hardcore carnivore, you're not going to switch over cold turkey, most likely, to a plant-based diet. It'll be a gradual thing. And we started this journey like 15 years ago when we both became pescatarians. So we've only eaten seafood, the only animal product besides eggs and dairy. We haven't had any meat, beef, turkey, you name it, except for fish for 15 years. And we were moving in this direction. So it wasn't like a big stretch to jump into primarily plant-based. And by plant-based, whole food plant-based, what that specifies is that shortest distance from the ground to your mouth. So we're buying things in the produce section, creating a lot of meals, not just buying the plant-based processed stuff that's widely available now.
Well, Whole Foods is no processed food at all.
Right. So if it's
no processed,
if it's
food.
The ultimate burgers or whatever those things
Impossible.
are, they taste great, but they're not really
good for you.
Healthy choices.
They're just as bad for you.
Well, I don't know about that. Not as bad as meat, but it's just it's not a nutritious
choice.
Yeah. So anyway, but we'll get off that soapbox for now and come back to it. Hey,
yeah, that's like the craziest question to ask us right now.
Yeah. Let's focus on comments right now, and we'll come back to this. April is watching from the Philippines. Hello, April.
Hello, April.
Good to have you here. Bevelyn is in the house. Let's see here. From, I guess, earlier, Haley. We know that's Haley just because we know who she is. She's part of our High Vibe Tribe community. She's awesome.
So many of the high vibers in the house.
We had a lot. Yeah, she's...
so many of them here this morning. So good.
She loves the aha moments. Stacy said she... Just being here raises your vibration. That's
because
cool.
we're all creating liftoff together. Think about it.
Liftoff,
right? Because we're aware that we're doing it. We're bringing our awareness to the fact that we're doing it.
Debbie Chester says, "Thank you for the beautiful feeling, Pooki." I think this is a reference to your centering thing earlier. I'm going to go to some more recent comments here. I have a scrolling list of all of the comments here in my little system here. Paige says, "I'm watching from Atlanta, Georgia. First time. All right, Paige.
Welcome. Paige.
How many carnivores got hungry when Bob said cold turkey?" You noticed the play on words there. Let's see here. Oh, look at this. Sharon from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada.
Welcome, Sharon.
We love our Canadian
folks. So good to
folks.
have you here. Gluten-free vegetarian.
Avo-lacto. That sounds a little Greek, but I think I follow most of that there.
Yep. Gluten-free vegetarian, no eggs, no dairy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Tracy asks, "Are you doing gluten free?" No, I am. I am not. I don't have the celiac thing or whatever. Yeah, so I'm minimizing it. Because Pookie's, just so we aren't having competing items in our pantry, if you will. But I'm getting whole grains. I don't mind eating a little wheat here and there. So
I'm more interested in how the grain has been processed. That's
Yeah.
my thing. So like, how much tampering has the seed gone through in order to make it into that bread slice? That's me. That's not him.
this turned into Bob and Pookie Health Show. CO.
It goes deep.
Okay, let's focus one thing at a time here. We want to highlight and appreciate send our gratitude to CO and Andy for sending us that.
Oh, thank
that
you,
super
Theo
chat.
and Andy.
Yeah,
Hey, look, they look like they have a Keone.
Like that's their little. Is it Oscar or I forget that they have just the.
He's so
They have
cute.
They have the lizard and the dog. It's not a lizard though. It's what is
He's
it? The
a
bearded lady?
dragon.
Not a bearded
He's
lady.
a bearded dragon.
Is it a? Okay. I always forget the terms there. Right? My apologies, but we thank you for. Yes, YouTube gives you the ability when you have the chat function up to send a little financial donation and
Thank you.
yeah. So we really appreciate you taking advantage of that or sending that our way. Robert says, "I just discovered you all's gratitude channel. It's truly amazing. I'm Robert from Houston. Hello,
Hi, Robert.
I'm a Robert myself. We rock. Yes, thank you, sir. Appreciate that." It's not just a gratitude channel. That's one of many topics that it's an upliftment channel. You might say, but yeah, I love it. Have done many. Oh, Lori says she's done a whole lot of Facebook meditations with you.
Oh, that's wonderful, Lori. You know what? I was just thinking I'm going to do more of that. I'm going to get back to doing some more posting on my channel.
Oh, and
Because, yeah.
you met through Todd and Cole.
Oh, Lori. Yes.
Now it all comes
now
back.
I remember. Yeah, I meet so many amazing people. Oh my gosh. Yes, please. If I've met you and I don't remember, please don't take it personally. But it's like I meet so many beautiful, amazing, wonderful, magnificent people in my journeys, and it's all just love. It just all turns into this really huge, big vibration of love in my life, right? And so, Lori, yes, I do remember Lori now, for sure. That's good fun we had together. So good.
Helen from Germany says, "Hello, beautiful souls, sending you all light and
Hi,
love."
Helen.
Tina asks, "What part of Florida are you in?" We are in the Villages.
The Villages.
The Villages, and I think that's considered Central Florida.
Central Florida. We're like 2 hours from either coast.
Lisa, clarify what link you're asking me about, because it was from an earlier conversations. I'm not sure what we were talking about when you posted that a little bit ago. So I'm not sure if I do have the link to that. Yes, welcome all first-timers. And there's Corazon.
Oh, yes. Hello. Beautiful to see you here, beloved. She is in Mount Shasta.
Oh, Mount Shasta, right.
Yes. And I got to actually meet her.
In person?
I remember meeting her. Sometimes you meet people on the journey and you remember. Like the first time that your hearts touched and they were beating together, you remember that. And that's why that's why I love meeting you out and about. We love meeting you out and about, but I love it because I get to hold you next to my heart and just feel your beauty and your magnificence. It's so amazing. And so I remember.
Someone...
Love. So much love.
Someone we met... I was waiting for a lull so I could come in here with someone we met on Zoom yesterday for the first time is Caroline Boyce. Right? Wasn't that Caroline?
Hi, Caroline.
Yeah. She's a new member of the High Vibe Tribe, and we got to meet her for the first time on Zoom yesterday for our monthly community call, one of many calls that we have throughout the month. And so good to see you here, Caroline. And I'm pronouncing your first name right? It's not Carolyn. Oh, Megan says her birthday is May 24th. That's just in 3 days.
Oh my goodness, birthdays.
Bearded Lady Dragon. Bob's on fire today. Okay. See, Tracy says same here. She's educating herself on food. Looks like Jessica is there in Corey's account, listening from Brainerd, Minnesota, with Corey, Milo, Mika. Oh my God, all the family and puppies and everybody's there.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So we have, yes, indeed, Carrie, you said it right here. Welcome all newcomers. This is a great place to be. We always like to celebrate folks that are here for the first time. My apologies for looking over here at the comments. That's right. You got it right, Bob. Thanks for the proper pronunciation. See, and I love this. So we always like to celebrate you, and we can just sit here and go, applaud and all that. But we actually have a group of people that help us with that. They follow us. They pretty much follow us around. In St. Louis, we have a special studio on the grounds of our home, and the crew came early and built a whole structure next to the house that we're at in the Villages. We had to get permits and all that. I think some people pulled some strings to get it all done, but we have Studio B just outside here, and I want to check in what. Yeah, our crowd of close to 100 people are ready to celebrate you. And what do we have to do to? Every week we have to come up with something new to entice them to come. I mean, they eagerly do it, but we have to feed them something. And speaking, I guess, based on our earlier discussion of diet, what do we offer to them this week, Pookie?
Bearded dragons.
Bearded dragons, that's right. They were bearded dragon.
Everybody got to take home a bearded dragon.
Lizard licorice. It's a new taste treat here in Florida. And so
I didn't eat them.
They're fake. They're like lizard shaped. They're bearded lady dragon shaped croissants. That's what they are. It's a French thing. All right, so I think they're ready. Is everybody in place? Okay, here we go. This is to celebrate first timers, anybody celebrating a birthday, and just for you for being here. Here we go. Take it away, Studio B. That is amazing. And I know they're inside of that structure, but outside the sun is actually shining. They're all going to run out, and we're going to meet them at the pool later. And so,
or the beach in 2 hours.
Right. If you want to drive 2 hours to get to the beach, that's right. Thank you very much, Haley, for doing that. All right, so where are we at now? Let's talk. Well, we already pretty much talked about our diet. Hang on a second. We're not gonna beat that horse anymore.
No, actually, it's not a diet. It's our lifestyle for right now. Yeah. As we're accomplishing a specific goal. Well, and each one of us are accomplishing different goals. So.
And my goal is to actually make this a lifestyle. Yes, we may be doing some certain things for the weight loss portion of it, but this is the way I want to eat for the rest of my life.
Absolutely.
So it's not just
so good. Oh my gosh, your body just loves it. You have no idea.
Sydney just said, I just discovered your channel from the Affirmations and subscribed because the community is so uplifting. Thank you, Sydney. You're in the right place.
Welcome, Sydney.
Jennifer says, hi, guys. Second weekend in a row. Said I'd be back. I remember that from last week. Nice to see you. Yay, yay, yay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So you'll find this to be a very welcoming community. Yes. Mm-hmm. And so let me minimize some stuff over here to clean up my screen. So we basically we knew we were going to be spending about 3.5 weeks here in the Villages area of Florida, and we decided to focus on our health. We just went into the details of the diet or the food aspect of that, not the diet aspect of that. And also another positive thing is here we have access to pools and and there's just tons of activities. The weather's conducive to getting outdoors, walking the dog. We have access also to golf carts, right? Everybody gets around here. A lot of people get around on golf carts. They have a lot of golf courses here, but I don't play golf. You have no interest in that either, do you?
No, I don't play golf.
So we don't do, but we drive by them a lot. But there's a ton of activity. So we decided to focus our efforts, our time here on, cooking a lot, doing this whole food plant-based thing, getting a lot of physical activity. So I just want to share some photos of our journey in that regard. I shared some of them last week, but these are some photos of things we've done since then. I mentioned the pools. Here's a little selfie I took at one of the many, they call them adult pools. So there's no lap swimming in this one, and there's no family. Yeah, it's all this is a kind of a retirement community, so most of the people are 55 and older.
Right.
It's the biggest one in the world. So there's one day at the pool. We were averaging every other day, but I think we've been going even more often. We've been several times now to the pool. So this is one of the forms of activity that we get in. This is just a little sample of some of the homemade, little close-up, mouth-watering photo of, and I think you describe what you made there, because I think this is your plate.
Well, it was like a lettuce wrap, and I just stuffed all these goodies in it. So there's beans, and there's a homemade veggie burger that Bob had made. And I crumbled that up, and I put that in there with some avocado and some plant-based cheese. A little plant-based cheese. We were just trying different things. Yeah, and some onion. It was really delicious.
Yeah, instead of putting it on bread or something, you put it on a lettuce wrap.
I put it on that was so good.
And so I'm experimenting
I
with
liked it a lot.
making homemade veggie burgers. And yeah, this stuff does take time. It's not quick. It can be quick. You can prepare things ahead of time and then have things ready. But yeah, there's a little bit of, you just have to make a commitment to preparing
your food.
Yeah, and enjoying that process, making it creative and something that you look forward to. And so I'm experimenting with different veggie burger recipes and then doing some free form things on my own. And sometimes they stick together better than others, where you can actually put them on a piece of bread or whatever you want to do. This one kind of crumbled up. It wasn't holding together. So we just got creative and then used it as it was more like you can put it in a tortilla or whatever, a wrap,
right,
or whatever. So you make it work. But it was tasty though.
It was delicious,
even though it didn't hold together
too well. Really good.
I mentioned the golf carts. Here's Pooki loves the golf carts. Here's a selfie we took on one of our outings. And Keone loves sitting in the golf cart and the breeze flowing through his hair.
Yeah, it's like there are no windows. They're all down.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm totally digging this.
Yeah. So there was one of our excursions out with the three of us. A couple days ago, Pooki was at, I don't know if you were at a hula class or you were out. Yeah, you were at the hula class and the luncheon that you went to. And I took Keone on the golf cart and we went to a couple little grassy areas. It's the one near a little body of water there. Not too far from the pool there.
There's water everywhere here.
Yeah, well, it is it's Florida. Yeah, so it's a lot of...
Yeah, but it's a lot of spring water. There's a lot of fresh water here. It's beautiful.
Oh, and the pools, too. Like this pool that I showed earlier, that's actually salt water.
Oh, yeah, they're all salt water.
Are they all of them?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, they did the changeover not too long ago, like the beginning of the year. Which is amazing. No swimming in chlorine.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of that.
No, I'm not a fan of it at all.
That's
just me.
The other day when I had Keone out, I used the portrait filter or whatever on my iPhone to get this little selfie. That's not
look
bad.
At that, babe. You look so cute.
It's not a little flow It automatically kind of blurs the background. So that was lovely.
You're just adorbs.
I was having fun. That was a good day. And then I had Pooki take this picture of in the driveway where we're at.
You look like the dentist in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I do. I went to be a dentist. What was his name? Alvin or something like that?
But you do. Your hair is just the way it swooped over like that.
That's really, the first time everyone has compared me to the dentist
really
in the 1960s.
I loved the dentist.
Oh, yeah? Did you have a crush on him as a kid?
I did. Him and Danny Kaye.
My legs are looking pretty white there. So hopefully I'm getting a little more...
You gotta get out of the pool, babe. You gotta get out of the pool.
I gotta sit out and get some sun going. Yeah. But I think my face is definitely, I'm sure, is getting some...
You're getting that peachy little complexion.
Oh, look at this. Caroline, I better pronounce her name right now. She said a little, thanks for the good tips, Bob and Pooki. Have a great day. Thank you, Caroline. That's so awesome.
I love it.
I want to acknowledge another member of our High Vibe tribe. Nita is in the house. So cool. Yay to
so amazing you have to say her name twice.
I know. Nita. Debbie says Florida's agreeing with you both. I mean, all three of you.
Candy's just doing what Candy does. Lots of naps.
Oh, look at Self-Love Ignites Me. Thank you. You both are beautiful and amazing. Thank you. Mwah.
Thank you.
Pooki looks so good driving that cart. You feel right at home in there.
I love driving that cart. It's like the things that I can't do when I'm not here.
Tinica says, try mushroom burgers. Very tasty. If we can find a recipe, we'll make it ourselves.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, make everything yourself. Whole foods.
That's right. That means
no process.
Yeah. And, but again, if you have to make a transition from eating beef to eating a, veggie burger that you buy in the store, I think that's a good, stepping stone.
And I don't know why people try to make foods that taste like foods they're trying not to eat. It doesn't make sense to me to make Impossible Burgers. It doesn't make sense in my mind. Like, why would we try to eat something that tastes like something that we're not eating? Just kind of like think about it, right? Because we talk about like fake meat or match meat or whatever. Why are we?
Because some people, if they're used to it and they miss that, then it gives them a sense of still not denying themselves that thing.
I know. I've just been a vegetarian for a long time, so I ask really.
But you can. So there's there's such a variety of vegetables and ingredients that go with a whole food plant-based diet, and there's seasonings and flavorings and herbs. So you can.
We're having fun with that, like making our own sauces.
And you can make things tasty, even though because everybody thinks, I know I'm sick of eating salads all the time. Well, you're not just eating a salad at every meal. That's very limiting because there's whole grains like brown rice and a variety of beans and just have fun mixing and matching all of those things.
Good stuff.
Jennifer said, hey guys, have you done the wake up song yet? So we play a little recorded piece of it at the beginning of many of the live streams. We don't actually play. We can mix up our songs. So that's not on the. I think we did it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we did. We're not singing it. We're not singing the whole song today.
Yeah.
But thanks for asking.
Yeah, but you can always go to you can go to soulmassagemusic.com and actually get you can hear it or purchase it there or you get the CD, or you can go to Spotify and Apple and look for Opening Up to the Good by Bob Baker and Pooki Lee. That's the album that it's on, and you can listen to it to your heart's content there. Paige says, looks delicious. It's so cool. You look so relaxed, Bob. At times I am.
But then there are those times.
I made an organic gluten, dairy, soy-free chocolate cinnamon pancake for Breaky. Is that breakfast?
It was so yummy.
It was so yummy.
It was.
There's a lot of food.
Yeah, there's a lot that you can do to really make awesome food for yourself.
Absolutely.
And like I've been struggling with an addiction to sugar this time around. Like every time that I do something, change my diet in some way, there's something that always comes up for me. And this time it was sugar, like in a big way. Like, oh my God. And I'm not a cake and donut kind of person, but I'm telling you what, I had actually, that's how I knew I was having some sort of crazy response, because all of a sudden I was like, I could totally eat a donut right now.
Yeah.
It's like,
you had a craving.
I don't eat donuts, like in my everyday,
See, now if you could create a plant-based dessert item that was healthy, that made you feel like you're eating a donut, wouldn't that be satisfying?
Well, here's the things that I love, and you know this. You know what my weaknesses are. I love salty things, so I love chips.
Yeah.
I love chips, and I love chocolate. I love chocolate, and so those two right there, those So, and I've been doing a really good job of like.
So what I neglected to mention was that we were going to be here for roughly or over three weeks, but we wanted to invite our community. If you're regulars here, you've heard many times about the High Vibe Tribe community, our online community that we've had going since January. It's a thriving community, and we wanted to invite them along on this journey. So we created this thing called 21 Days of Radical Self-Love. Radical self-love. Now we're choosing to focus on food and activity, but there's many ways to do that. So we invited our tribe along, and there's a special section in the online community where we're posting updates. I'm posting daily. Not everyone has the ability to do that or will choose to do that.
Right.
But we're using that. But we gave people like 10 categories of ways that you can just care for yourself and nurture yourself and focus on it during this 3-week period and hopefully continue it afterwards.
Yeah.
So that's why we're focusing on this right now. And I have a little success story too.
Yes, you do.
So we've been members of Weight Watchers in St. Louis for where we're from for over a year now, and we found a local meeting, and so they have the scale there, so you go to the meetings and you weigh in, and then we hung out and met some people and still got the social aspect of their meetings, so it looks like, and I weighed in the last 2 Fridays, but it's been a couple weeks before that, so I don't know exactly where I can start counting this. I'm just going to say over the past 3-ish weeks, I've lost 5 pounds. So yay! Between the healthy food choices and the extra physical activity, this is working for me. So I'm celebrating that little victory. I'm going to go out and eat a donut. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm going to keep going.
That's what people do.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going. My goal was to lose around 20 pounds, and so I'm 25% of the way there. So another 15 to go.
That's awesome.
And maybe I'll keep going beyond that. And so yeah, I'm really really excited about that, and hopefully that'll inspire you to choose your own thing. But if you're not a member yet of the High Vibe Tribe, like Caroline just said, who was here earlier, or maybe she's still here, heard us talk about it week after week. She goes, I need to join this, and so she finally did, and she joined us on our first Zoom call yesterday.
You can join us too.
You can just go to.
Absolutely.
I'm sure Lisa will put this link in the comments there. But you can just go to bobbakerinspiration.com/tribe, and you can learn all about it. And you can sign up right there. So thank you for there's Caroline. Right there. And so I didn't update this because we're still putting in some future events, but this is just some...
You're going to show them anyway?
I'm going to show them anyway. So these are some things you missed. I had last Thursday at the 18th. I'm just kind of demonstrating here that we have nearly weekly Zoom calls, and just an example of some of the things that you get when you...
What do you get?
So every month I do an Art of Spontaneity, Activate Your Creativity, which uses improv games just to be silly and fun and creative. We had a blast the other night. Yes. And so for those of you who were there, if the small town Himalayan salt lamp lawyer doesn't mean anything to most of you, but it's hilarious if you were there. It was one of the games, the theme of one of the games that we played. So I do that once a month. We have a monthly community call where we discuss a topic of the month, and Pooki and I lead that. We just had that yesterday on the 20th, and it was all about radical self-love. And kind of getting a progress report on everyone, how it was roughly the halfway point
mark.
The 21 days. This coming Wednesday, the 24th, Pookie's leading a meditation session. She does one of those once a month. You enjoy those?
I
don't
do.
You?
Those are always a beautiful experience.
And on Tuesday, the 30th, we're having a 21 Days of Radical Self-Love Wrap Party. I guess that could be a lettuce wrap or a tortilla.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea.
A wrap-up party. So, maybe we'll have everybody make their own.
Well, we could just call it the Let Us Wrap It Up.
Let Us Wrap Party.
Let us wrap it up.
I love that. And so just some of the stuff, and we're lining up things. Yeah, Samantha's going to be doing another one of hers in early June, and we're scheduling some things for the next month, although we've been a little distracted here in Florida. But yeah, nearly every week we're doing something on Zoom where we get to see you and hear you and interact, and that's in addition to, and then if you miss any of these Zoom calls, there's a whole section there where you can go back and watch the replays.
Because there is no thing as time.
Yeah.
Time doesn't exist. It's all happening now.
Deanne says, join us and improve your life. Deanne's talking about, yes, she was there. So much fun.
Oh, yeah.
Haley,
it is.
Haley just started attending the improv classes. I want to do more improv ever since the other day. It was so much fun. Yeah, so we have a good time. And so join us in the High Vibe Tribe, baby. You know where to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's time now to turn to our main topic. Let's take a look at that thumbnail one more time.
Haven't we danced around it the whole time?
The secret to happiness and inner healing. We're being a little mysterious here. It's the secret to happiness and inner healing. And so I suggested to Pooki that we, these Sundays during this 21-day thing, that we, have our topics on Sunday. Even though not everybody is part of the High Vibe Tribe, you can still do this on your own.
Yeah, you can still do the radical self love,
the radical self-radicalization.
Yeah.
It's so.
But yes, you can do it. You can start right now. You can start loving yourself today. That's the most important thing. Absolutely.
So, but I was looking over some of the things that we were encouraging people to do, and one stood out for me. And as I explored, as Pooki and I explored this, I kind of had the realization that this really is all-encompassing. And so, what is the secret to happiness and is it self-healing? Yeah, isn't that what it is? Inner healing, not self-healing. The secret to happiness and inner healing. So we all have wounds and things that we carry with us, right? That are exacerbated by the way we think and the way behaviors and all that good stuff. So here's the secret, folks. It is self-compassion. Self-compassion. So radical self-love or self-care is also an aspect of that is self-compassion. Let me read a kind of a brief synopsis of what self-compassion is, okay, just to get us started here, to lay the foundation we're going to build upon here for this little chat. You ready for that, Pooki?
I am.
Self-compassion is the practice of treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and support that you would extend to a dear friend or loved one. It involves embracing I'm going to say our imperfections, being gentle with ourselves in times of struggle, and recognizing our inherent worthiness. Self-compassion means acknowledging our humanity, offering forgiveness for our mistakes, and nurturing a loving relationship with ourselves.
Yes.
It is a profound act of self-care, fostering a positive and nurturing inner dialogue and prioritizing our well-being.
Yeah.
In essence, self-compassion is the unwavering commitment to treat ourselves with love, compassion, and acceptance, recognizing that we are deserving of the same care and kindness we readily offer to others. Isn't that true? We're so quick to I didn't realize I had that up the whole time, but which is fine. We treat our best friends, our children, one way. That's assuming we have a relationship where we want to support them and encourage them, but then we don't do the same thing for ourselves. Isn't that true?
Yeah. Like somebody that we really love. Yeah, you heard it said, like sometimes if I hear someone say something about themselves in a negative way, depending on who it is, I might say, you know what, you're talking to my best friend in a really bad way and I don't like it. Because you wouldn't do that. Pardon me, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't say terrible things like the stuff that you say to yourself. You wouldn't say that to other people, and you certainly wouldn't tolerate somebody else saying it to somebody that you care for and love. But we kind of accept it for ourselves. That's why this whole thing with radical self-care, self-love is so important, because there are things that we accept, these voices, these things that aren't true about us. They're just not the truth. And so we just get hung up on some of these little quirky ideas, like we're unlovable, or we're not worthy, or we don't deserve to have that, or we're not smart enough, or good enough, or whatever, pretty enough, or whatever it is. And all those are lies. Those are all lies. We're everything. We're all of it. We are, and what grows, is what we give focus to. So that's what's so important about, how it is that we see ourselves, how it is that we care for ourselves and nurture ourselves. And, it's very hard sometimes for us to nurture ourselves, right? Because we have this story about ourselves that we believe that we don't deserve it, that we're not worthy of it,
There's a lot of talk about improving your relationships, then there's workshops and seminars about, how to improve your relationships and how you relate to each other and communicating your feelings and all that stuff. And, but maybe not so much about the relationship that you have with yourself, how you're communicating with yourself, the conversations that you have. And so I got here, actually 6 different aspects of self-compassion. Self-compassion. That we just want to touch on and highlight here. So one aspect of that is to embrace your imperfections. And so, a lot of the affirmations that are people come to my channel, this channel here for the affirmations, and a lot of them are affirming things. I'm abundant. I am perfect, whole, and complete, and all this, and that's really important, is to stop thinking of yourself as being flawed. However, we all have aspects of ourselves that we can improve, or that we're not proud of, or wish would have done things differently. And so it's accepting those imperfections without beating yourself up. I'm just going to read this here. Instead of criticizing yourself for your perceived flaws, choose to embrace your imperfections, or what you perceive as that, as part of your unique human experience. Treat yourself with understanding and acceptance, knowing that your vulnerabilities and mistakes are opportunities for growth and self-discovery. That's good. Do you agree?
Well,
you have a different slant on that.
I don't see imperfections. Mm-hmm. I just see different ways of manifesting beingness.
Somebody says a word.
Yeah, so like an imperfection would mean that to me would mean that you're not perfect, and the reality of it for me, and I'm always speaking for myself, and so I'm always teaching from my own personal experience and belief. And for me, is that we are perfect even in our state of being. That it is not a flaw. It's an expression or a manifestation of an area where we get to grow if we choose to.
So maybe it depends on the type of thing. Like, for instance, I readily admit when it comes to like athletics or whatever, like golf, I wouldn't know how to swing a golf club. So that's, so I have the inability to maybe participate in some kind of sports or whatever. But I don't beat myself up about it. No. Hey, I'm fine, because I make up for that by being involved in the arts. And there's so many things that I do that golfers or athletes don't do, that they're impressed, like, wow, how did you do that? How did you build your YouTube channel? How do you write songs and sing like that? So I give myself grace for the things. Oh yeah, I wish I could maybe do this or that better. So that's like seeing what could be perceived as falling short in some categories where you'd like to excel more, but just being accepting of those things and seeing then how can I turn that into a strength, instead of but a lot of people do have that negative self-talk where they see the imperfections or faults in themselves, and so acknowledge those things, those aspects, but reframe them.
Yeah, no, I thought I was broken for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cultivate inner dialogue. Here we go. This is that conversation, that relationship that you have with yourself. Pay attention to the language you use when speaking to yourself. Replace self-criticism with words of kindness and encouragement. Remind yourself that you are enough, you are worthy, you are deserving of love. Nurture an inner dialogue that uplifts and supports you on your journey. And that's where these affirmations come in a big way. I mean, it's one huge tool that you can use to improve that inner dialogue. Because it's going on. I think Lisa said something about the committee in your head. It's like constantly babbling, and so you're not just a victim of those thoughts. You can actually steer them and choose, set an intention and an expectation of how you want that conversation to go, right?
You can choose the volume at which they're speaking, right? Because they're just going to talk anyway, but you can really turn it down.
I think of all these opinions and these voices in your head as different channels if you think of the old, it could be different stations on the Spotify, or it could be different channels on the old radio dial. And some of them are going, "You're worthless. You're horrible at this." But others could be going, "Hey, way to go. Give yourself." So there's everything from the negative, let's say on the low end, here are the low frequencies, to positive statements. And we all have a mixture of these things in our heads at any given time. But you are in control of the dial. That's a good way of looking at it, right? You can choose what stations to tune into, and maybe if multiple ones are playing at the same time, turn down the volume on those lower frequency ones and raise the volume and focus more of your attention on the ones that are feeding you.
Because the power is you. You have the power to do it.
Yep.
Right? You're the one that's making the choices. You get to choose what you're going to think. Right? you can choose not to be in a victim mentality and not be victimized by those thoughts. You know, I'm not going to be a victim to those thoughts. Those thoughts aren't the truth of who I am. Those thoughts aren't telling me the truth. So then I can begin to cultivate, like, what is true about me? What can I know about myself? Right? That's where all the fun comes in. It's like, okay, well then who are you really? And let's affirm that. And let's speak from that, like that you're a creative genius. You know, that you're amazing and full of life, and that you matter. And that you make a difference on this planet. That's the truth. That's the voices you should have in your head. You matter. What you love is important. What you love is important. How you love is important. The things that you love are important. Your life is important. Right? All this stuff. So it's like coming into the realization of who you are, stepping into your true power, knowing that you are not a victim of this inner dialogue. You have a power over that. You can choose something else.
Absolutely. That's awesome. And yeah, there was something I was going to say there about that, but yeah, you could. Oh, and this whole thing of being empowered, and I am, is not about. Some people who have some issues with self-worth feel uncomfortable about that, like they're overcompensating or whatever. But it's not about being better than other people or putting yourself on a pedestal above others. You're equal with everyone has access to this, and so do it in a way that's not arrogant or puts you above others, looking down on the people that don't have this. I don't know. So that's just the way that I.
Well, it springs high, and up on both sides, everything, the light, the dark, good, bad. What you want is that balance in the middle, right in here, right, that sweet spot. That's where you want.
Sweet spot. Number 3 here is prioritize self-care. Make self-care a priority in your life. Take the time to nourish your body with wholesome foods. Engage in activities that bring you joy. Didn't somebody say they liked your joyful movement comment on the call yesterday? Allow yourself moments of rest and relaxation. By honoring your needs and well-being, you demonstrate self-compassion and create a foundation for overall wellness. So we often put other people's needs, especially if you're in caregiver mode for a long time, where you prioritize other people. You got to take care of the whole family and their neighbors and their community and then you're always last on that list. And so this is all about self-compassion, is raising your needs. You deserve that care and eating and physical activity, rest and relaxation,
you have to give
sleep.
To yourself.
Yeah,
and you have to give to yourself. Have to.
Because if you truly want to help others, you being the best version of yourself, filling up your tank first is crucial. You being able to help others. So it's not self-serving in that manner. It's the best way to help others is to be the best version of you. And it takes self-compassion. Forgiveness. So forgive yourself. Understand that again, I know we have word choices right here for different people. We all feel like we've made mistakes. Are there things that we wish we could have done differently? Things we're sorry that we did. So I'm going to use these words. If you don't like the word mistake, use another word. But understanding that making mistakes or misjudgments or whatever is part of being human. So practice self-forgiveness, releasing the burden of self-blame and guilt. By forgiving yourself, you free up space for growth and transformation. Embrace the present moment. You allow yourself to move forward with grace. So I know you've talked a bit about this topic in the past, the power of forgiveness.
Yeah.
But usually it's about someone else. You're holding a grudge about, or something that someone else did, and you're carrying that around more, and that person's probably forgotten about it. So that's that. But we're talking more about the forgiveness of yourself and the self-compassion topic.
Yeah, and then in forgiveness. So then when we talk about, I don't see mistakes. What I see is I made choices that created an outcome that I didn't expect. It wasn't a mistake. It was just not what I expected. So then I get to go back to the drawing table and make a new choice right? And so then I don't look at them as mistakes. I look at them as opportunities to learn. However, most of the world looks at them as mistakes.
Right.
And so using the word mistake in this way is really important because most people haven't been exposed to the concept of, everything is here to teach me. I'm making choices. I'm exercising my power by making a choice. The choice is creating an outcome I didn't expect. It wasn't what I wanted. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's all that happened. It wasn't a mistake. It was just like the laws of physics. It's like if you add this and this and this, it's going to equal this. You're going to get this. And that's all that happened. You just have to figure out, oh, well, that didn't work. Okay, so let me make a new choice based off of what I've learned from what I just experienced. Mm-hmm. So, and yes, we have to forgive ourselves. We have to forgive ourselves. That one thing right there is probably the thing that stops us the most. Because we have this self-judgment about everything that we did. We're the biggest judge against ourselves. And until we can liberate ourselves and forgive ourselves and know, here's what you know, that you did the best you could with what you knew and what you had at the time. That's what happened. You just did the best that you could. That was it. If you would have done better if you would have known better. Right? Your parents, they would have done better had they known better. They did the best that they could with what they had. Forgive them. Have compassion for them. For you, in your previous lifetimes, right? In your 20s, in your teens, forgive yourself. Just forgive yourself. Don't hold that against you anymore because you are causing more damage to your own being than you are even aware. Let that go. Forgive yourself. And this is one of the reasons why people are not able to give to themselves. This is why this conversation about radical self-love is so important, because it's so hard for us to truly love ourselves because we judge ourselves so harshly. And until we can forgive ourselves, we can never be free. You can never be free. Right? And it's a process. You begin with the forgiveness here, the ho'oponopono here. You begin with the forgiveness there. You forgive others. You begin to exercise the forgiveness muscle. Forgive yourself. You did the best that you could. You did. You did. Love yourself. Do not judge yourself. Do not inflict this trauma on your heart, on your being. Don't do it. You did the best that you could. If you would have known better, you would have done better. You would have. You didn't know. It's okay. It's okay. You can forgive yourself. Because we all have those things. Those things that we did that we have a hard time forgiving. So allow yourself that gift. This is deep self-compassion. It's hard work. You got this.
There's a moment right there.
You got it.
I'm going to move on. We have two more to touch on here.
Sure.
Set boundaries. Honor your emotional well-being by setting healthy boundaries in your relationships and daily interactions. This act of self-respect and self-preservation allows you to cultivate genuine connections built on mutual understanding and respect. This is basically... I almost was going to, or I think maybe in a future Sunday, when I'm going to suggest that maybe we cover this thing about saying yes to life versus when to say no. And there's times when having a yes attitude is great, and there's times when saying no is appropriate. So
right.
this one is definitely setting boundaries where you don't help everyone who needs help or ask you to do them a favor, or treating you a certain way. So you need to honor your emotional well-being by setting healthy boundaries with your relationships, with your friends, your family, work, whatever the case.
With yourself.
May be.
Those are boundaries you're setting for yourself. And one of the most powerful things we can learn is to learn to say no. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're like an enabler. Mm-hmm. If you're a codependent person. Yeah, that's really hard.
Yeah, I think there's some mentions of ho'oponopono in there, which there are 4 phrases. Different people say them in different orders. The order that I prefer is I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Yeah.
Hey, babe, can we put in the link the
To
Ho'oponopono song that I did with Jennifer Salima Holt?
I'll have to find that.
Yeah, it's on
after
YouTube.
after the fact.
Yeah, let's put it in the. So there's a chant that I did with a beautiful songstress, a violinist, and she brought in this chant, this Ho'oponopono chant, and I was invited to participate and to add my energy and my voice, and it's very, very beautiful. And this is like the early stages of Pooki singing in the world, you know. And I got to do this on the beloved Agape spiritual community at the Agape Center in Culver City in a live performance, which was magnificent. It was beautiful. So we'll put that in the comments below after the live stream.
Yeah. We will find that. Final one here, number 6, embrace self-care rituals. So just like make a regular habit of, we all have rituals, again, that we do for others. We show up at work at a certain time. We got to pick up the kids. We got to take people, I don't know, if they need a ride or whatever. You need to help others. There's certain things on your calendar, but put yourself on the calendar. Engage in self-care rituals that nourish your mind, body, and spirit, whether it's enjoying a warm bath, savoring a cup of tea, finding a solace in a meditation. These rituals become sacred acts of self-love. They remind you to slow down, appreciate the present moment, and honor your own needs. So yeah, find those little things. Reading a book, just carve out time in your day to do something for you instead of just being go, 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 doing things for other people, and all that good stuff.
It's important.
So, in conclusion, self-compassion is a journey, an exquisite dance of self-discovery and growth. It's a lifelong commitment to nurturing your soul and embracing your unique essence. I like this lifelong commitment because we're doing 21 days just to get people to focus on it, to develop a new habit, but it doesn't end there. You're not going to go back to whatever. The idea is to establish a focus
new
on
rhythms,
it,
right?
so that you can continue it. So as you travel this path, remember to be gentle with yourself, embrace your imperfections, radiate the boundless love that resides within you. Let self-compassion illuminate your journey and guide you toward a life filled with joy, purpose, and inner harmony. Why? Because you deserve it, and the world will be a brighter place because of the love you cultivate within yourself.
And I would just make a little adjustment on that, and I would say, embrace your perfection.
Mm-hmm. Embrace your perfection?
Embrace your perfection.
Or just embrace the truth of who you are.
Yeah. Right? Like when people think of that, like embracing their perfection, sometimes it makes them go, But yeah. See if you can name for yourself all of the ways in which you are already perfect. You're perfect as you are. Hey, babe, maybe we should...
No, we're not going to do that song again. We did it like last week.
We have a new song that's just perfect.
But
It's so good. We're going to have to do it next week.
We'll do it next Sunday.
We have to, because it's the end of our...
Before we wrap up this topic, let's do some self-compassion affirmations. Am I reading them first, or are you?
Let's take turns.
Okay, we're going to take turns. That's going to be interesting. We've never done that before. I'll start. So I'm going to start one. And then
you're green, I'm blue.
Okay, green. Yeah, we have different. Oh, yeah. Different.
I should be green and you should be blue.
You're right. You're right. Yes. Actually, that's so funny. I got to share this real quick. So my favorite color is blue. I guess I have some on my shirt here. Pooki, your favorite color is a sort of a green aqua.
Turquoise.
Turquoise green. And so we use this. So we have these straws that we have, and so because a lot of times we'll make like smoothies in the morning, and I'm using the same glass. It's not that we can't drink out of each other's glass, of course.
We do it all the time.
Yeah, but just to differentiate, who's had what. So I put the blue straw in my smoothie and the green straw. It hurts. So we know.
I'm green. He's blue.
So I'm a little bit country. She's a little bit rock and roll. So let's do that. You're gonna read the green ones first. I'll read the blue ones first. So you go for it. Here we go.
I am deserving of love, kindness, and compassion, especially from myself.
I am deserving of love, kindness, and compassion, especially from myself. Now, it's good that I have the blue one here because we're using that word that kind of is a stickler here. So I'm just going to... I'm going to say, I'm going to say imperfections, but put whatever word you want. I embrace how about my unique qualities and celebrate my uniqueness. Oh, I used unique twice, but however you want to word that.
I embrace my perfections
There you
and
go.
celebrate my uniqueness.
I like the way that's a much better way to do it. This is good.
I release. Oh no, yours was.
Oh, you're green.
Okay, I release the need for self-judgment and replace it with self-acceptance.
I love that one. I release the need for self-judgment and replace it with self-acceptance. I'm coming back to me. I forgive myself and allow space for personal transformation.
I forgive myself and allow space for personal transformation. I honor my needs and trust my inner wisdom.
I honor my needs and trust my inner wisdom. I set healthy boundaries that protect my emotional well-being.
I set healthy boundaries that protect my emotional well-being. I speak to myself with words of support and encouragement.
I speak to myself with words of support and encouragement. And finally, I embrace self-compassion, knowing that it leads to a life filled with joy and purpose.
I embrace self-compassion, knowing that it leads to a life filled with joy and purpose.
And those
Yay!
are our self-compassion affirmations.
Oh, I love it.
For May 21st here. All right, that was good. I think it's time for another song. Then we're going to do some Bob's Comedy Corner. We've got Stilt Out the Dance Party. We're going to go a little over time, I think, here.
We're going to go over. Not much, though.
Thank you for being here with us. We still got lots of folks here in the live chat. And so whether you're active in the chat or just listening, observing, we're so glad that you're here. And you can always come back and watch the replay if you miss anything. Let's see here. Let me pop these lyrics up. So here's one. That's a good one about with the answers, because we're talking about looking inward in a lot of this stuff here, right?
Right?
So I can actually go.
Right? Inner healing.
It's another original song we haven't done in a couple months. You have so many questions, who, why, and where. You're searching for the answers, but they are not there. You feel so uncertain, what is the truth? You look for the solution outside of you.
You got to clear your mind.
Clear your mind.
And go inside. And in good time, you will find
the answer's in you.
The answer is you. You want to live a full life, but you don't know how. And you grow so impatient, you want it all now. Oh, where are all the secrets they've got to read? No matter how hard you look, they are nowhere near. You got to clear your mind. And go inside. And in good time, you will find
The answer's in you.
the answer is you. There is no limitation to what you can do. If you're dreaming it and perceive it, if you truly can conceive it, if you know it and believe it, it has to come true.
The answer is you.
The answer is you.
You have so many questions.
So many questions.
You have so many questions.
So many questions.
Oh, you have so many questions.
So many questions.
You have so many questions.
So many questions. You got to clear your mind.
Clear your mind.
And go inside.
Go inside.
And in good time, you will find
The answer is you.
the answer is you.
I said the answer is you.
The answer is you.
I said the answer is you.
The answer is you, and you, and you, and you,
The
and
answer
you,
is
and you, and you, and you, and you, and you.
What's the answer? Where's the answer?
The answer is you. That's right.
Yeah.
The answer is you. We're all the answer.
We're all the answer.
We're all the answer.
And then some. And a bag of chips.
That's right.
Although they're going to be veggie kale chips. In this case.
They were veggie chips in the past.
Oh my gosh, we're rolling along here. Okay, let me take a drink and then.
All right, are you ready? Bob's Comedy Corner coming on up.
Is it?
Is it?
People, you still want to hear this? We could skip Bob's Comedy Corner. What do you think, folks? You just want to skip it just to save time? Oh no, we can never skip this one because it's everyone's favorite.
It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Should to be why. Bob's Comedy Corner.
There you go. And so today it's May 21st. So as I often like to do, I look to see what, if anything, important happened in history that might spark a topic, a theme for the Comedy Corner today. And on this date, May 21st in 1927, American aviator Charles Lindbergh completed the first nonstop solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean, traveling from New York to Paris in an airplane, it's called a monoplane, called the Spirit of St. Louis. He did that in about 33 and a half hours. Wow. Spirit of St. Louis, that's where we're from. St. Louis, Missouri, of course. Vacationing is kind of hanging out here in Florida for a little bit. And so I thought it would be great to do some airplane or airline related jokes. Actually did, yeah.
Flying jokes.
Flying jokes about air travel. Let's just say that. So
Okay.
let me get set up here with my thingalings here. Pooki.
Yes?
Hang on. Let me. I always have to move this stuff around here so I can access it. Give me just 2 seconds so I can read everything and hit my sound effects. What do you call Harry Potter on an airplane?
I have no idea.
That's a long pause there for this. A flying.
I forgot.
Let's try it again. Yeah,
I'm not
you're-
actually supposed to be thinking.
No, you're not actually answering the questions. Just like I give up, Bob. How about just?
Okay.
Let's try it again.
All right.
What do you call Harry Potter on an airplane?
I give up, Bob.
That was so quick. There's somewhere in the middle. What do you call Harry Potter on an airplane?
I give up, Bob.
Here's the keeper. What do you call Harry Potter on an airplane?
I give up, Bob.
A flying sorcerer. That was worth the wait for sure. All right. That was hilarious. All right. That's the funniest thing of the whole bit right there. Why did the airplane get sent to his room?
I give up, Bob.
He had a bad altitude. Okay, there. Let's see. Actually, I could. All right. Pooki, when she was younger, my daughter really wanted to make me to make paper airplanes with her.
Okay.
And I just did not want to, but eventually I folded. You know, there's some people that just don't get airplane jokes. I mean, it goes right over their head. I just did that one on my own. Oh, Pooki.
Yeah.
What does the sound of a rubber airplane make?
I don't know, Bob.
Boing. Boing. Okay. What is the difference between a pessimist and an optimist?
I don't know, Bob.
A pessimist made the seat belts, and an optimist built the plane. Okay. Here's a really lame one. Okay. I like the silence there. Pooki. Pooki, did you know that there are more airplanes in the ocean than there are submarines in the air? And of course, it's plain to see. All right, let's say something.
I thought it was just the setup was funny.
Yeah, the setup was funny. There's the punchline. Yeah, it didn't land very well. Oh, there you go. Oh no, I kind of botched this next one. I'm going to switch the order just so I can mix it up here. Okay, what's the difference between an airplane and your ex?
I have no idea, Bob.
The airplane carries less baggage. Why won't airlines hire Peter Pan as a pilot? Because he'll never land. Never land. Okay. I asked two more.
That was a good one.
Two more here. I like
Okay.
to think I'm saving some of the best for last.
Let's hope, because that last one was a good one.
Okay. I asked a flight attendant to change my seat because of a crying baby next
Okay.
to me.
Okay.
Turns out you can't do that if the baby is yours. And finally, what do you call an airplane full of bald people? A receding airline. And this has been...
It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Should do be why. Bob's Comedy Corner.
You know
There
they
we go.
loved
That
it.
was one of the best ones ever. Let's just check in on the comments here. Bob, you are a legend. Oh, I like Debbie. You're my favorite person. Melody said, ha ha. Good one, Neverland. Neverland. Ha ha. Ha ha. Bada ching. Pooki is cracking me up. She is the best straight woman ever. I think a woman wrote these jokes and we should hang her. Okay. Oh my God, Bob, stop. Land well. You like that one? These jokes are flying under the radar. That one was a thinker. Yeah, if you have to think too long. Let's see here. Caroline just said, wow. Windburn is a punchline to something.
For all you first timers, the things you just don't know.
Yeah, for these jokes, I was right. I was just winging it. It was good. LOL. Debbie's laughing. Ba-da-bum-cha. I guess that's a rim shot. All right, very nice. The Peter Pan joke was good. If I can get 1 out of 6 or 7, I'm
Right,
happy.
I'm with you, Caroline.
I'm happy. That was a good one.
That's right.
Should do be wah. All right, so that is that. Couple things we're gonna just mention here real quick. We've mentioned the High Vibe Tribe community. We really would love for you to join us there.
Oh yeah, come on.
Like Caroline did just recently. She joined us on the Zoom call. Speaking of Zoom
Doing
call,
fun stuff there.
where is Let's see here. I got some photos of Zoom calls. There's one from a little while back, but here's some of these people are here. There's Crystal and
Nita.
Karen was here earlier.
Chio.
Yeah,
Theo and Samantha.
Samantha was here, right? Deanne and Lisa. Yeah, and so
Oh, we are here. Bob and Pooki and Keone.
we were here. Right?
Right.
The 3 of us. So it's cool. We like nearly every week we have a Zoom call of some type where we can see you and hear you and interact in a much more of an intimate way than we can here on YouTube on Sunday
So much
mornings.
fun.
So please join us, and you can let's see here. What is this? Yeah, this is just a little glimpse of the desktop version. There's a free app that you can use to access the community, or you can access it on laptop. You can see some of the categories over there on the left-hand side. We encourage you to introduce yourself at first. There in that little section there, we have events. There's a calendar, all the upcoming events, all the video replays. I'm on that page here are here in one little handy section. Then we have interact sections where you can share your wins, share challenges, your positive thoughts. Find a partner if you want to partner up with somebody or start a mastermind. And then we have a little a library there of where we have our music and affirmations, and some of my books are available. And so, yeah, check it out. bobbakerinspiration.com /tribe is where you can learn more about that.
Yep.
So come and join us. It's time for a dance party.
Ready?
We're going to play something from our Soul Massage album.
Oh, yeah, good. And I got my dancing dress on because I cannot wear this at home with the green screen.
Are you going to get up and move?
I'm going to get up
during
and move.
this? So here's what I want you to do. What is your takeaway from this whole topic of self-compassion? You post your comments either on Facebook or on YouTube, and I'm going to highlight them during the song at the top. You'll see how that goes in just a moment here. Once the song starts, you'll see Pooki up boogieing, maybe with Keone, but I'm going to be DJing the comments. So start leaving them. What's your takeaway? What's the little nugget of wisdom and insight that you're going to take with you throughout this day and this week? She's already dancing before it started. So here we go. This is Awake, Aware,
music
and Alive.
Breathing in, breathing out. I feel alive, I feel alive. I'm so alive, I feel alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. feel my body. I feel my heartbeat. Yes, I am alive.
Now we're unmuted. Soulmassagemusic.com is where you can find out about our currently recorded music, if you're interested in more of that. But you can also find a lot of it on Spotify, Apple, all those places. Yeah, you can look for Soul Massage or Bob Baker and Pooki Lee on those sites. So if you saw us moving our lips and talking here when you couldn't hear us, it's because we were talking to each other. It wasn't supposed to go over the broadcast, and we determined very spontaneously next Sunday night. So we are in the Villages. I know this only pertains to a handful of you. I believe like Carlene.
If you're in Florida.
Yeah, if you're in Florida, and we're going to be inviting, and Mercy, that applies to you, and maybe a handful of others that are here. But so this is the plan, very spontaneous. Next Sunday evening, which is the night before Memorial Day, so it's a holiday weekend. Hopefully, you don't have to work the next morning or whatever. You don't have any obligations. There's a band called Dance Express or something that plays like Motown and funk and that kind of stuff. They're playing at the what is it called, Lake Sumter. There's 4 town squares here in the Villages, and they all have live music 7 nights a week from 5 to 9. It's crazy. We are near Lake Sumter, which is the town square, and this band that we really want to see is playing a week from tonight. And so if you're in the area, come and join us there. We may have more details. Well, yeah, we're going to pretty much go down there the whole time, right? But you can just join us down there if you want. So Mercy and Carlene, well, we can maybe reach out to you personally because we know how, and just for any specifics or remind you, or we'd love to see you. And Mercy, see you again, and our friends here in the area. Yeah. All right. And so that's a little last minute thing that we decided to do for any of our folks that are local here. So this will be kind of a party. We'll be hanging out. And we'll give you some details next Sunday.
All right, everybody.
Yeah, so this has been awesome. Oh boy, we are going a little over here, but that's okay. Not much at all. Love you all, and have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. And
all right,
we'll see
you all later.
Be healthy. Remember, radical self-love, self-compassion. Be kind to yourself.
Love yourself.
All right, so long for now, everybody. Bye.
Bye.